Well, we've just been called out to what people think is a peregrine down a chimney, which I'd be quite surprised about, to be honest. But the weird thing is, it's down a chimney, but it's only 100 yards from where the Epsom peregrines are born every year. Once peregrines find a nesting site, they go back and back and back to it. And it's only 100 yards away from there. So there's a possibility, but how a peregrine's gone down a chimney, I have no idea.
Isn't that great there?
Right, I can certainly hear something down there. So it's been down there at least 2 days, as far as you know. I'll have a look with the camera first, just see what we're looking at. Yeah, I can see an eye. It's not a very good picture, but there's an eye. It's whether we can get up to him, Laurie, isn't it? 'Cause he's quite high up there. What we'll try and do is knock this out, but it's nice, new, hard concrete, so it's probably going to be a nightmare. It might end up, we might have to break this out. You happy with that, young man? Right, so we'll just see. I'm trying to do it without doing too much damage, but we might not be able to succeed. It's much deeper than I thought it was going to be, which is a bit of a shame. I hope that might have pulled out, but it's not going to. Oh. Sadly, I hope we might be able to get it out without breaking this, but there's no way we're going to, so at least we'll get a better look at him in a minute. Ah, oh, right in front of us. Right in front of us. Okay. How the heck he got down there, heaven only knows. Right, little one, how are we going to get you out of there? Oh! No, that's not the idea. No! No! Right, we now need to be a bit more careful because he's going to try to come out. Chuck me a glove, right? You stay there, you turkey. Trouble, he can't get out there. He might be able to get out there, actually. I don't think he can.
Come down.
What? Well, you shouldn't have got in there in the first place. Don't shout at me. No. I don't think he'll get over there. How are we going to do this? We don't want him to come out at the moment. I wonder whether he'll come out that hole. We put that cage against. I wonder if he'll come out into that, Laurie. What do you reckon? We put that cage against it in a minute. Yeah, just hope he can. Yeah. I might just try and get that bit out, I think. Now, do you want to come out, fella? And can you get out of there? I think you might be able to. Let's come to the cage.
He's coming.
Good boy. Good boy. Come on. He can quite do it. He's got his wings stuck. You've got a bit of bamboo stick or something, guys? Ah, that's lovely. Thank you. Great stuff. Okay. Trying to give you a bit of assistance, fella. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. That's loose. Fella, what were you doing in there? That was very silly, wasn't it? I think because we can't check him out, we'll take him back to the centre before we release him anyway, just to make sure that he's not too thin. He might be a bit dehydrated and a bit thin.
Yeah, it didn't make any noise after that, so we should have got out.
So we need to check that. Right, little fella, you coming home with us? Right, so this, believe it or not, has gone down the chimney, which is impossible for peregrine, I would have thought. He could have been there for 2 days, so the only reason I brought him back is we just want to make sure he's not dead thin and doesn't need a bit of fluid or a bit of food. He actually released himself. I cut a hole in the brick and he just popped out the brick and into the cage, which was very helpful. He's quite strong. So. Right then. Okay. Do you feel very thin? Is he not too bad? Yeah. Tail feathers, you might need to steam those feathers or something. I mean, we presume he flies all right because obviously he flew down the chimney. He looks a bit thin on the keel there.
Yeah.
Oh God, a young bird. Needs lots of food.
I don't know if it's possible that you hold him and I do the check, because I don't think I can hold him and do
Okay, let me come around your side. Right, fella. Right, fella. So it's up. No, don't. Ow, that really hurts. No. Ow. The wing feathers aren't that bad, there's one or two, but they're really screwed, aren't
they are broken.
they? Yeah. You can still fly with them, it's not the end of the world, it's just a pity.
And here as well. So dehydrating. Just clean these wounds we have and put some ointment.
Oh, look at those feet.
With the wounds treated, the peregrine was taken to a pen to settle down. Once less stressed, the falcon would be given a more thorough examination to determine the full extent of the damage.
After further examinations, it's become clear that this falcon is nowhere fit for release. The damage to its wings, its feathers and its talons means right now it wouldn't be able to survive in the wild. Whilst recovering, the falcon is going to miss out on being taught to hunt by its mother. So not only does it need medical treatment before release, but it also needs to learn how to hunt and fend for itself in the wild. Sadly, we can't do that here. We've got in touch with the chairman of the Hampshire Ornithological Society, who has recommended an expert with experience in rehabbing wild falcons. He has kindly agreed to come and take the falcon, not only to continue its treatment, but to train it to hunt too. This will give the falcon the best possible chance of a life back in the wild.
So what's the story of this
So
one?
this one did fledge with parents for about 2 weeks and then somehow fell down a chimney.
Right.
So this is the one with the worn talons
Yeah.
on the floor.
Really worn, aren't they?
Yeah. So this
The
one,
ones, there's hardly anything there.
yeah. I haven't seen try to fly at all. She just tends to stay
Right.
down
okay.
on the floor.
Excellent. Let's try this.
Placing a small hood over the eyes will stop the peregrine from being stressed.
You got it?
Yeah, got a tail-wise. It is literally just the tips, but to be fair, she could do a good molt really. Second year, she'll molt all that out and look brand new again. She'll look good. Both shoulders on the wing, I'm really quite badly injured actually. They look like old injuries as well. But feet, I'm really worried about. Quite evenly worn, really far back. But they're obviously crucial to grasping and pinning the prey down. So without them in use, she won't be able to catch anything really. I think estimating sort of around 6 months for them to have any sort of similarity of a talon. So it's going to be quite a lengthy process for them to grow back. Obviously I'm going to supplement their diet with a lot of calcium, multivitamins to help her out a little bit. But I want a second sort of opinion, so I'll be contacting John Chitty to get his verdict on it prior to release, because I don't want to release a falcon back to the wild which has brittle talons or not up to the job, and for them to be brittle and snap, and you know, equally she'll then starve to death if she hasn't got the tools to hunt. Hopefully, fingers crossed, get her hunting, that's what we need. As soon as she's hunting, she's sort of self-sufficient, looking after herself, then she's good to go then basically. We'll just spray her down because she's massively overheating. Just got to get on her beak so she drinks any of that. She's calmed down already, isn't she? Just getting the water on her.
Whilst it's going to be a long road to recovery, we're confident that in expert hands, this peregrine will recover and be fit for a life back in the wild.
Lovely, thank you very much.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel by pressing the red button. And make sure you hit the bell to get notifications of our latest content. If you want to help us save wildlife, please donate. Every £1 you give will help us to save more wildlife.